Okay, you guys. All right. So this is going to be pretty cool tonight. This is Sherry Denny coming to you from incredibly wonderful, cold Alaska, and I'm your corporate director. And this is going to be so much fun because people like new things, right? Everybody likes something that comes around that's new. Well, when we have a team of corporate directors that have come together and we're doing these absolutely incredible roundtables, mindset stuff, and we're sharing information with each other that we didn't have before. And it's just fun to see everybody coming together. But first off, I want to show you what I found in the archives, you guys. I don't know if anybody has come across this video, but I hope you can see this. I'm going to go ahead and screen share. Let me know if you can hear it as well. Screen share. I think that's over here on number 2. Can you guys see that? Just thumbs up. Can you, oh, you know what? Maybe yes. I could put my.
I can see it.
Okay, great. I hope you can hear it too. If you can't, somebody go ahead and shout out to me because this is pretty cool. Okay, let me just go ahead and push play. Can you hear it?
No.
No.
Oh dear. You know what I'm thinking that is? I need to go into my settings here. And I need to make it come from my system, my sound, and oh, I do have it on. Wow, I don't know why it's not showing from here. It didn't do that last time either. Shoot, Daniel, why is it doing that? It should hear it right from my microphone here, right? And you are muted, so.
Are you on the same computer as what you're trying to play it on and stuff?
Yep. You know what?
Sometimes Zoom will override it.
Yeah, you might have to go down to your system settings.
Yeah, I am in systems and I went to sound. The thing is sometimes I use my TV speaker out there and I've got it off of that. Oh, that's so sad because you know what? I'm going to go ahead and show this to you. Maybe I just need to pull it off of here and move it to this screen. Oops, stop the screen share, move it over here to this screen. Maybe this will help because it's on the same exact computer. I don't know. Let's see, you guys. Screen share, what happened to my, good grief. I'll be cutting this out of the video, okay? All right, so screen share 1. All right, let me know if you can hear this now. Can you hear it now?
In my house, I ever not.
Are you able to hear that?
Yes.
Oh, good. All right.
Oh, I saw that video before. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Not feel like I couldn't do whatever I wanted. I had no idea that running a small business was so challenging.
Yeah,
it's a challenge.
The real world.
I know.
But you didn't quit because you.
Oh no, there's no quitting. I don't have that word in my vocabulary. Quitting. I won't change my lifestyle because I love my lifestyle.
Right.
I won't ever change the way I live my life for me and my son. But if I need to add, incorporate things to it, that's okay. But I always found a way. I just always found a way. At the end of the month, there always seemed to be enough money. I think because I believe there would be. If I stay positive and believe it'll happen.
And that's today. I mean, you live a whole different lifestyle, economically.
Today I live a different lifestyle. Yeah, I just have that whole mental, I have it good. Life is good. Life can be whatever you want it to be.
It's all mindset.
It is. It's all mindset. It's all how you think about it. Even things you don't want to do, you're not looking forward to it. You know, if you go in with a positive attitude and make a game out of it, make it fun. No, I'm more about goal setting, future. I like about your mind, how your mind works. You know, I'm a big Jack Canfield fan.
I think we all
I
are.
am a huge, yeah. I do. I read a lot of books about how to better yourself on a daily basis. I think the main thing that got me through most of the tough times was knowing that quitting was not an option. If there's an obstacle, you just have to find a way around it.
I love that when I saw that. So let me go back to here and stop the screen share. I came across that yesterday and I just thought, you know what? I've known Tina for a long time, and that video, she's not changed. It's the same. It's been the same thing. You can have what you want to have. And you guys, I'm preaching to the choir here because you have heard it over and over and over. It takes that positive thinking mindset. She always knew at the end of the month there'd be more money because it was just going to be there. Not what am I going to do to get it? It was just going to be there. So the power of belief is amazing. Anyway, I just had to share that with you, and I'm glad you could actually see it and hear it. And the other thing I wanted to bring up tonight is we're getting people started. There's a lot of new people that are coming on, and elections are tomorrow. And I have been told by 6 of these brand new people that they won't be on until next Monday, which is fine. I've been doing what we can to get them going. The phone calls today were amazing. You guys didn't have anything to do with politics. It was all about how to get you started. And here's one of the things I realized. I'm talking with other team members, other leaders. Tina D'Angelo is absolutely incredible on doing Canva things. And so we've been, this weekend, we were back and forth sending each other stuff. And she sent me her APLGO checklist. And you guys are going to see that for the first time here tonight. I know we have other checklists. We've got the one that Tina does that has like 22 different things on it. And I've enjoyed that one for, quite a few years now. But who, like me, likes to see something new?
Sure.
So when I saw this from Tina D'Angelo, I said, can I borrow that? And she goes, you borrow anything you want. And then at the same time, I made some inserts, which I've shared with a few of you that are at the printer today. And I should have those by this Friday. They're inserts on Happy and Air that are going to be just one thing that you can, front and back, that you can slip into the brochures that you have now. But I'm going to go ahead and screen share. I think I'm over here on 2. And let's see. There, can you guys see this? Oh, let me put back up here. Okay, can you guys see screen 2? Not that you can see screen 2, but can you see my AP? Oh, you know what? Hands up. I think I got you all muted. Can you see my APLGO checklist? Yay. Okay, good, because I can just keep on talking and you guys can't see anything, and that's just a waste of everybody's time, isn't it? So when we're getting people started now, let me see, let me go back up to the top here. That's where we need to start. This is a 3 sheets that you guys can print off. Excuse me. And of course, you guys can read this. You don't even tell what it is. But here is something that I know people are missing. You wouldn't believe how many people I've talked to in the last 2 weeks that they don't know who their sponsor is. I don't know how that's possible, but they don't know who their sponsor is, so they definitely don't know who that sponsor's sponsor is. And here's why you need to have this filled out. You know who your sponsor is, and it's a great idea to be, talking to them frequently, unless, you don't get along or whatever the case may be, but you should be talking with them to help you get where you want to go. And especially if they've been there, done that. I don't normally, I don't follow anybody that's not able to get me to the next step. Okay, so maybe that'll help you a little bit more with that. But you need to know who their sponsor is at the occasion that you may not be able to get a hold of your sponsor. You go upline to the next person, and that's their sponsor. But you know what's so cool about this team, you guys? With this team, we can call anybody. Isn't that cool? We can call just about anybody that we want. But go ahead and fill this out. And here's another reason why I have people fill that out. I want to know more about you, and I want to know more about, why you joined APLGO. Some of you guys, I've known you forever, so I know a lot of things about you, but I've had some phone calls here this last week that I'm beginning to think I'm clueless. I'm beginning to think that I didn't know that about them. And it's actually been fun to find out more and more about each one of you individually. So the other thing you want to go into is why I joined APLGO. Let me back up here. Just one more thing. When you need to know more about your sponsor and their sponsor as well. So you be writing those little notes about them as well. So you want to put in here why you joined APLGO. I've asked the question, and people mostly will say, well, I just want to help others. We all do. We also know that you can't help others unless you have, a lot of times it's just your own heart and giving that way, but it helps if you have more money to do that. And that's why a lot of people are here, in order to have that, to be able to do more for other people. I saw this, in fact, I put it on my Facebook page last night. Money's like manure. It's no good unless you spread it around and watch people grow from it. I just died laughing when I saw that. So I hope nobody took offense to it, but if people say money's bad, no, it's not. But it is a little bit like manure. It's no good unless you spread it around. So I've talked with people, they didn't know really what their purpose was for joining APLGO, what their real commitment was for doing that. So dig deep, find out what that is, and don't be afraid to share it, because once you put that out there, something happens. It's like something just clicks in, and next thing you know, you're literally realizing the work that needs to be done to get to your next level. And then you can write on here also some, oops, don't want to go up too far, 90-day realistic, and I mean realistic goals. You put something out there like, I want to be ambassador. That's not going to happen in 90 days. Really, what you think, even stepping out of your comfort zone just a little bit, will get you. Here's something I heard from Tina yesterday that really caught my attention. If you talk to 20 people a day, now I don't know who's doing that. The people that want to get to corporate director, they're doing that. I can guarantee you that. The phone's been busy. They're talking to 20 people a day. You also heard that it will take, one 600 pack a day for you to reach that by the end of the month. Well, it was kind of scary for some people, right? Well, that's if they all come in at 600 packs. What if they come in at 100 pack? What if they come in at VIP? And what if they enroll with a diamond pack? Those help you along the way. But you're going to get, no kidding, out of 20 people a day, you're going to get one person in there, at least one, that's going to want to know more. And chances are they'll sign up at 100 pack. And before the end of the month, if you keep following up with them without pushing, this is a good trick that I don't want to call it a trick. It's not a trick. It's a good exercise I have found, is don't push, just take them to the next step and see if they're ready. And before you know it, they'll upgrade before the end of the month. And you guys, it doesn't hurt to say, hey, I'm striving for the next level in this company. You are part of that. And I would really appreciate working with you and making it happen for you, because you all know you don't get anywhere in this company. Excuse me. You don't get anywhere, actually, with any company, without helping other people. I heard Eric Worre this morning. I was plugged into him, and he says, you're not going to get anything that you don't want out of your company if you don't help other people. Fact. So put down your goals as good as you can. here's your list of 20 names. Now, people that are, and I don't want to scare you, I just want to let you know, people that are going corporate director, they're writing those 20 names down there. They're getting into, I wish I could say the phone book. We don't have that anymore. They're getting into Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and I have found a niche in Instagram finally, and with my Facebook Reels. If I put anything on there about Alaska, it's so weird. I'm getting 5,000, 10,000 views, which is shocking me, but I'm getting a lot of people also requesting and following. They're requesting friend requests, and I go over every single one of those too, because if somebody has a fake ID, fake page, and you know what that is, they've just put their picture up there and they were just born yesterday. You guys, I delete those right away. So be careful who you're adding in, and where you're going to get your leads. So add those notes, put notes on each one of these. Every single person I talk to, like the gal today, I actually got her stuff 2 weeks ago, and she said she got a sampling of HRT. Well, I went back in my notes. She didn't get a sampling. She literally bought a box of HRT. So my speaking with her went a little differently, because I knew, because it's been about 3 weeks since that happened, that she, you know, it had just, she, not that she would feel any different, but has she noticed that, has she taken her blood pressure lately? Has she had a doctor's appointment where he's noticed anything different? But 1 month, 2 months, 3 months into it is when she should probably notice even more. So taking notes is really important. And then here's your checklist, you guys. Your APLGO checklist. I thought this was so cute. There's something on here you're probably going to look at and go, what the heck is that? Upload your picture to your website. You guys, I have this in the email that I send out to everybody that I get them started. And I've usually gone over, I think there's 12 things on there, and I've already done step 1 through 4 on the phone with them or on a Zoom, and showed them how to do these things, uploading a picture to their website, activating their status. Just check these things off. Set up auto ship. I'm not even on auto ship, because when the POM comes around, product of the month, I want to be able to say if I want that or not, you know, and it's always the second Monday of the month. So, you know, I don't set mine up until, I mean, I wouldn't even set one up till after that. You cannot set them up any later than the 25th of the month. So I guess if I did set an auto ship up, I could set it for like the 20th, because I know we've had the POM by then, and then you can change it. But this is set just so you don't forget, because some people at the very end of the month, I'm still sending out a little reminder. And maybe if they had an auto ship set up, there'd be fewer of those calls. Who knows? Order your brochures and your samples. Most of you have those by now. The sample packs are available in your back office. You guys all know that, for $5 a piece. $4 points of PV for that as well. And I also have brochures. So I think I've got about 500 left. So these are the ones that have the 15 products on it, and you'll be able to put in the little insert that I'm going to show you here in a minute, and you can take that and you have those printed on your own if you want. But I do have brochures. The new one that is out, and don't get me wrong, I kind of want to redo that myself, because for me, it's way too busy. And there's so much information on it that it distracts from just, boom, seeing something. And, you know, like the original one just had each product on there with exactly what it is that it does. It's nice to have a few testimonies on there, but we'll come up with something. So the next thing is to set up a meet and greet with your upline. This is so important, you guys. I know that I'm guilty of not doing this in the beginning, but I think that was, I'm to get myself off the hook here. I think it's because we were doing Zooms, and we pretty much saw everybody on a Zoom. So you guys were getting introduced to Tina and Kelly. But now what we really need to do, because we're going out and doing so many outside meetings, we're doing home parties. We're getting back to the way that we used to do this, but we're still doing Zooms. But make sure that you introduce your new person to your upline, and so your upline can congratulate them for getting with somebody as cool as you are. And chances are, if somebody calls me, I would even call Tina or Kelly in on the phone as well and introduce them to our ambassadors who happen to be my sponsors. So that's pretty cool. The next thing you do is want to set up a DDL. I went ahead and put this down here because some people, even I said, Tina, what are you talking about? D'Angelo, what's a DDL? Drop, it's a drop debut and launch. So it's literally getting the word out there and launching your business, having a party, having a drop party, however you want to do that, and the date that you want to do it, and check it off when it's done. We have the science and product trainings all the time. There's we do them with Mary Esther Gilbert every single month, and you could select your team, send that message out to your team and have them on that as well, and just make sure that you're checking that off. Comp plan training. Oh, just so you know, I went ahead and you can go to my YouTube, Sherry Denny, and see the new, I think I sent this out to you guys, but I did a compensation plan overview that is in detail for a specific person that needed to have it like that. And they really enjoyed that it was everything all together, just the comp plan. So you can do comp plan trainings with that as well. We will be doing rapid funnel training every single Sunday like we did last night. That was pretty good. And downloading the app, teach people how to do that. And we also want to be able to get new associates training. And if they're not able to get on the training like this one, then that's why I'm making this a recording, so we can get that out to them and your team members too, and they can watch the replay. And then we here, number 10, sending out those invites, at least 20 invites for your drop debut and launch, and then some notes if you need to take those. So that's what is part of getting yourself going with APLGO. The other thing I want to share with you guys, and I got to get out of this one up here, is I think you guys have seen this. It was on our Team Go Extreme page, and I don't know that I have put this on our Team Visionaries page yet, but let me go ahead and screen share this again. And this is the, it's a quick, they call it a cheat sheet, but I'm going to call it a quick reference sheet to what each one of the products are. And I went ahead and took a picture of this so I can send this. It's in a JPEG form, so you guys can take this and print it off if you want for the front and the back. But there's the front and this is the back. And what I like about this is it has the Brain Beauty, Happy, and Air on here, and it has the pricing on it. And why I'm so pleased about this one is because Saturday, when I was showing a nutrition store, they're getting ready to put this in their store, something quick that they could use. And I go, well, we kind of have something, but I went in and here was this with all this stuff on it. I was so happy to see it. And then the other thing that we have, let's see, I went ahead and I'm trying to get that up there. I went ahead and made an insert. This was so important, you guys. I had to make one for Happy and one for Air, and this is the one side, and there it's 3 on each one, and then Air is going to go on the back of it. Let me see if I can go ahead and pull that up as well. Yeah, here's the other side of it. Oop, I'm gonna get the controls out of the way so I can move that. And this is the other side of it. I know I saw another one somewhere and I kind of put it together, but I think it was too dark. It was too busy. It was had too much stuff on it. And you want to get people's attention. I know this down here is a little busy, but right here, all that stuff is here where they can see it really well. So I have all of this available for you, and I will put those on. I'm going to go ahead and put them in the back of our Team Visionaries, but I will also put them on our Team Visionaries Messenger, because you can use them. And I'm just trying to think, was there anything else? You guys did hear that BRN is going to be the POM of the month, the product of the month. And so just as soon as he said that, I heard it when we were on the mastermind call last week, but I got to thinking, wait a minute, is brain one of the products that are going to expire? Darn, no, rats. Darn. If it was, I'd be buying them all, you guys. When I heard him say his testimony about the hands,
That's cool.
that was
cool.
My son, that is amazing. My son that is training to be a nurse. Well, he's in nursing school now. He's just got a couple of years left, but he's had this shaking probably since he was 10. And it's when he's trying to steady something. And so he'd never make a surgeon, let's just put it that way. And I thought it was from, the aluminum and all the sodas that he was drinking as he was growing up. But, that stopped when he was about 15, 16 years old. But anyway, the BRN, to be able to help him with that, because what did they say? It's a neuro, I wrote it down somewhere. You know what it is, Daniel?
A nootropic.
Yes, there. Thank you so much. And to be able to really help him with that, I'm sending him a couple boxes of it if I haven't already. And so that's going to be our POM. And then on November 16th, what is that, next Wednesday? Is that next Wednesday? November 16th, next Wednesday, he made a pretty cool statement there, was to see if we can get 100 people on the Zoom. You guys, why can't we do that? I mean, the Philippines and Latin America, and I know it's a cultural thing. I totally get that. But if we have to give out a prize, or they have to give out a prize just for us to get 100 people, I don't, why? They should be on there anyway.
True, I agree. He made a little bit of a mistake though, because he was talking about Ruth's webinar.
Yeah.
And he changed it to the Mary Esther Gilbert one.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did. He was talking about Ruth's, and then he said about.
Oh, okay.
No, we may need to have to clarify which webinar he was talking about having everybody on. So,
and I am I'm going to go ahead and put this on.
And I was on that one with Mary Esther Gilbert, and she did have over 100 people on it.
Oh,
yeah. Anytime Mary Esther does it, there's always 100 people.
Always people, yeah.
But I thank you so much for that, Tuesday, because I know on our Wednesday, if corporate does an overview, you guys, we're all doing our own overviews anyway.
Right.
So that's not one that I think we get a lot of people to attend.
No, so I think that's the one he meant to say, but he kind of flip-flopped between the two. I'm like, dude, really?
Okay.
But it was all right.
Daniel, thank you so much for putting that up there. I want to check that out. Cool. Okay, so that is the training for tonight. I know I've got a council meeting that I have to be on there, electing board members tonight. Maybe I can get off the board, huh?
Only if you want to.
Oh, well, anyway, we'll talk, that's for another discussion, but
well, I didn't think you were a quitter.
no, it's not. I just don't want to be the secretary. I just don't want to be the secretary. Oh, now you've heard it. So no, I'm gonna put somebody else in that place. So do you guys have any questions about anything APLGO? Are you set on what you need to do to get to the next level? corporate director is not out of reach, you guys. It's not.
I'm gonna call you tomorrow morning.
Okay, tomorrow's Tuesday, and you know what? I will be here all day because today I went out and voted early. I got all my errands done today so I can be home tomorrow and get enough people geared up to get on with Tina and Kelly's call as well.
Yeah, what time is it right now, your time?
5:30.
Okay, just making sure that we change together.
Oh yeah, we did. The only one that didn't is
Arizona.
Yeah.
Yep.
So then there's a whole nother conversation about that. So you guys don't ever get it in your head, well, I can't do that. Okay. As soon as you put that thought in your head, guess what? You ain't gonna do it. You've already talked yourself into it. So use me as much as you can, unless you don't like me, you don't like my voice, you can't stand looking at me, whatever it is. You guys, it's a phone call. and I want to help you. What was that, Tuesday?
I turned my video off.
Yeah.
You said not to look at you, and I said, fine, be that way.
I know every single one of you could do, literally, you could do a three-way call for anybody on here. You could.
Mhm.
What I have found is to make sure that we don't overtalk. Now, I'm doing training, and that's why I talk so much here, you guys. You know that.
Right. Yeah.
That when you're doing a three-way call, let them do most of the talking, and also listen, ask questions about them, always leave it about them, and only answer questions that they ask.
Mhm.
And you'd be surprised how far that goes. I have 2 new people coming on. One of them owns the biggest vitamin store up here. It's called All About Herbs. And it's interesting because I've been meaning to go over there since I got back up here, because I used to work with Dory. Guess what? She sold it 5 months ago. And I ran into the owner at a networking meeting that I went to, and he's interested. I had a meeting with them on Saturday, and it's all I did. I sat there and I said, look, I know you guys have questions. What's your number one question right now? They wanted to know how they would be able to do this in their store. That's easy. Set up a display. I mean, I don't have to go through it with you guys, but I told them how they could do that. The other question was, well, what do you think our target market is with this? I almost laughed. You guys know the answer to that?
Everyone.
Anybody that breathes, but here's the biggie: elderly.
Mhm.
I'm an old person myself. I don't like swallowing those large horse pills. I don't like mixing up stuff. And I know you got all that stuff in here. But when they find out that there is a solution to that problem that they've had for maybe decades, or maybe just the last few months, that they can suck on something and get their nutrition, there it is. And the other one is kids. And she
Mhm.
looked at me like, what? I said, yeah, kids, you can't keep these away from them. And they're finally getting something that they love to take. They love to suck on it. You have to tell them not to chew on it or not to swallow it,
Mhm.
but they love it. In fact, chances are you're going to have to tell the parents that buy these for them to hide them, because they're going to
Yep.
want them that much. And then I went into letting them know that they can't overdose on this. They wanted to know also about how do these things really work. And I reminded them about the sugar. These are 2 important things, you guys. The sugar, where it comes from, beetroot and molasses.
Mhm.
And the DNA is the extract, the botanicals in it is the DNA extract from the plant and not the plant itself. And it's 100% bioavailable. So
Okay.
those are, if I if I give them facts like that, then I just be quiet. You had a question there, Tuesday.
Yeah, you said the DNA is from the plant, but not the plant itself. That doesn't make sense.
Well, okay, the DNA is extracted from the plant, but the plant itself is not
It's
in
not
the
used.
product. Yeah.
Okay,
Plant
yes,
itself
yes,
is
the
not
the fibrous part of the plant.
Yeah, it's not the
Gotcha.
ingredient, it's the
Okay.
DNA.
Gotcha.
And
Sorry.
as you know, plant DNA is so much like human DNA. And
Mhm.
when that plant DNA hits our cells, it searches out DNA to repair. That's what DNA
Right.
does. DNA's
Mhm.
the repair factor in our bodies. So the look on their faces were like, this is amazing. So what's your next question? Do you have a video that tells everything you just said? And I said, yeah, it's about 47 minutes long. It's by Mary Esther Gilbert, and she sent it to me. And they watched it Saturday night, the whole thing. So this is going to be a great meeting come Thursday. Okay, so anybody have any questions?
Mm.
Anything else you want me to bring up on next Monday night's training? Anybody, just send me a text message or something on Messenger. You can always use the phone and call me. I like hearing voices, and we'll put it together. You know, hey, does anybody on here want to do a training?
Hey, Sherry.
Yeah. John, thank
noticed-
you. I knew you'd want to do a training.
Hey, I noticed online that the Happy and the Air aren't online anymore, and I did order some, and I haven't got it yet. Do you know anything what's
Oh,
going on there?
yes. Yeah.
Wow.
So you didn't hear the national call?
No.
Okay. They did run out of it, but there's already some coming in to replace it. I don't even have mine yet from Cancun. Other people do. I don't have mine, and I'm not taking, oh, you're in Alaska as an excuse. It ain't happening here.
No.
So they did have a bit of difficulty with the labeling that's on the HPY, and here, I can tell you what happened. It actually,
Yes,
you know,
please.
let me go ahead and I will stop this recording, and it's not anything they didn't hear on the national call. I don't need to do the recording on here anymore. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight.